kind of, well, not even kind of. I caught a glimpse of the Riri Williams suit.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, because like you know how sometimes when you look at something and you're like, "What am I looking at?" And then you're like,
Well, wait, what were you on? So I know to avoid it.
"Oh, just like I was looking at Marvel Legends."
Okay.
I was because I saw the you know how they released a new Ghost Rider one?
I've seen that. That's actually in like I think at Gotham. Ben has it.
Okay, yeah. Well, I was just looking up at that Ghost Rider one because like everybody was going crazy over it.
One looks badass.
And I was like, "This is dope," and I was like, "All right." So like you know, I have the option to, like scroll through. So I just saw that and I was like, "What is that?" I was like, "Oh shit." Okay, well now I'm gonna put my phone away.
Yeah, that's right. Is it? I feel like this movie. You know, because they already did the premiere. I guess it's normal for a premiere to take place. What? It's almost. We got 2 more weeks. Yeah. We got 2 weeks.
Which is like, it's like all of a sudden, like, it's like, oh, it's here.
Yeah. I guess maybe that's what I'm getting.
Like,
at. It's like, oh shit, the Black Panther movie is here. And fortunately, I'm seeing like really good stuff about it so far. But I feel like that opening night, everyone is saying positive things. Yeah. You know, because they don't want to fuck up. You know,
you don't want to throw dirt on Chadwick Boseman's name.
This will be a movie I'd be very interested to see if we hear anything bad about it. For that reason, where it's like, I'm not going to be the one. I'm not going to be the asshole to say anything bad about this movie.
It's like everybody was talking so much shit about Black Adam, and then we we actually got to see it, and then I was like, man, it's not bad. It's like,
you know what? On the topic of Black Adam, that was going to be my my warm up, our opening chat. Nice. It's been today marks our 1 week anniversary.
seeing Black Adam,
seeing Black Adam together
with my dad, no less.
Yo, your dad being there was really cool.
That's
man.
right. Yeah, but it was really, really cool and amazing and beautiful and sweet. But like the fact that he was able to stay up this entire time and watch this movie was like,
it's
true testament of how good that movie was.
It's like, the movie ain't that bad. Yeah. Okay, my dad stayed up for it, and he's an old dude.
Yeah, and he's like, it's funny too. My dad, I was like, he's like, it's The Rock. I'm like, it's Dwayne Johnson. He's like, it's The Rock. I'm like, yeah, it is. It's The Rock.
Man, all right. So it's been a week. I think it's safe to say it's had a chance to sit with you, marinate. How do you feel about the movie now versus when we left the theater?
I don't hate it, and I'm not like super in love with it. Like I'm not trying to go see it a second time. Like I don't need its need. I got everything I needed from it. I was like, okay, I got some more information about the DC Warner Brothers universe. Yeah,
I think you put it well. I've seen it. I probably wouldn't pay to go see it again. But if it should be on TV, that is not a movie. You know, like that very.
There's movies that you go twice to go see.
You know that like real that thing to say like I wouldn't kick her out of bed, which sounds so douchey to say, right? I would
definitely does. I didn't say it. You did.
I know. I'll take that. I'll take that one.
Move my chair this way.
That's how I feel about this movie. It's like if it's on TV. I'm not kicking it out. You know, I'm not changing.
Changing the channel.
There you go. I'm not changing the channel.
I'll watch it.
That is a TV equivalent. It's exactly kind of like what I know I was expecting. It's fun. I guess I
think people came in there thinking it was gonna be some philosophical end all be all movie. It's like it's The Rock, Dwayne Johnson just beating up people
and saying I feel like the same thing in the same way the entire movie. The Rock, I mean, The Rock doesn't have a lot of range to me, so that got a little boring. But it's like, wait a minute, I've watched plenty of movies with him, and this is just who he is. Like his lines to me are always. Like, he kind of tends to get very... Like, his lines are always way too serious. Like it's almost kind of, like, always edgy.
Bro, he grew up a slave.
Wait, The Rock?
Yeah, I'm not The Rock. Oh, yeah, sorry. I was like, Black Adam... Yeah, for Black Adam was just like, he's one of these dudes that just, like, was, like, getting whipped.
Yeah, I guess I would... Yeah, I guess if I had his story, I'd be pretty pissed at everybody all the time.
Fuck that.
So, all right, I will say the movie was fun. Maybe it got, in my opinion, it got a little stale.
Adam Smasher.
But the JSA were the best parts.
That's what I'm saying. JSA was really, really dope. I remember a lot of people were talking about how they hated Hawkman.
No, Hawkman. You mean DC's Falcon in this case?
Basically.
You and me. That was a funny line.
Yo, every time it kept screwing up, it's just like you and me. We're gonna talk.
Yeah.
100%. I like that. So, but there was something.
I want a JSA movie.
A lot of people want a JSA movie, but there's so much JSA content. But it's like, how would you do it? Like, really, how would you do this JSA movie without people complaining and not having like any of the big three in there?
Yeah,
but well, I mean, since James Gunn is now the new like creative director, it can be done, and it will be done well.
Yeah, I think it would have been cool to have a separate movie, a JSA movie, kind of done in the same. The issue is that we already had a Justice League movie, so it'd almost be kind of like really repetitive, and you're using like B and C list characters. So is it really that interesting? Is it really that fresh? So I guess it makes sense that they combine these two movies together. But I loved anytime the JSA was on. Dr. Fate, Pierce
Brosnan.
Thank you so much. Pierce Brosnan. Is Brosnan? Did I say it right?
Pierce Now you got me messed up. Pierce Brosnan. Brosnan?
No, it was Brosnan. Pierce Brosnan was great as Dr. Fate. I loved Cyclone too. Like Cyclone, Atom Smasher,
and Hawkeye.
and
That's
Hawkeye.
it. Hawkeye. Hawkman. Hawkman, Hawk Dude.
Our two universes. They're converging. They're converging together.
It's not really a JSA. Is it just more of like a after school group? Brosnan.
This whole episode doesn't have to be how terrible I am at pronouncing.
And then the fact that I'm coming behind you even in doing it worse.
Yo, that's my mutant superpower, is I fuck up everyone's pronunciation on easy words. You're like, no, wait, I'm literally saying my name wrong because of you.
That's a great power to have.
I guess is it a good enough power to get my own solo series?
No.
All right, well, that's not a good enough power.
Not at all. But maybe like a one shot written by Chip Zdarsky and then like drawn by
come on, give me a good artist.
Steve Lieber.
I'll take it.
Steve Lieber.
I'll take it.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
All right.
Yo.
Cool.
Oh yeah. Chip Zdarsky gonna write me a series about my fucked up powers.
Bro, speaking on Superman and JSA and all that, are we gonna speak on the fact that like fans from The Witcher, like are you gonna touch on that? It felt like it felt like a football player leaving his team to go join another team.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's like when like LeBron left and went to Miami and then came back to the Cavaliers and then went to LA. It's like Cavill. Yeah. It's like, introducing The Witcher. People are like, we got him.
And who is it again that's taken over?
Liam Hemsworth.
Diet
Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah. Even though I feel like Diet Chris Hemsworth is still saying a lot.
But people are tearing him into pieces. They love Henry Cavill so much.
I think if Henry Cavill hadn't already done, 2 seasons?
3 seasons.
3 seasons?
He did.
It's been 3 seasons?
Here's the thing. He finished up the 3rd season and then announced his retirement.
I feel like that's a good way to go out. I mean, I just gave y'all 3 seasons. How much more did y'all want? Y'all want it? He literally was like, do y'all want me to be Superman or y'all want me to be Witcher? Which one y'all want?
I'm like,
Gerald?
Or Henry? Kal-El.
Gerald Kal-El. Gerald Kal-El. All right, y'all can't have both, goddammit.
I can't have a mustache and not have a mustache.
Do you feel like they should have had Shazam be in the post-credit? Or do you think like having Superman in the post-credit or Black Adam was the way to go?
Are you talking about like creativity-wise or money-wise?
I guess.
Yeah, I'm talking creatively.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Shazam would have been the logical choice.
Exactly, because
logical.
Because the movie's like the next thing to come out. If I'm not mistaken, it comes out. I'll look that up. But I just felt like it was like this whole movie was just a setup for announcing Henry Cavill to come back. Granted, the movie was not terrible, but I just felt like the decision to have Superman there instead of Shazam.
It mirrors Shazam as well, because remember Shazam when Superman shows up at the end.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're right. But they never did anything with it.
No, it was just like, okay, they know each other.
Yeah.
And then they did.
Oh, so the Shazam real quick comes out March 17th. So we got some time.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, how do you feel about it? Are you on the Witcher series? Like, do you have any like...
Bro, I will say the Witcher series is a show that I did not care for the first season.
Yeah.
One,
a lot of people didn't. The only thing that was the driving force behind it is Henry Cavill. That's like, it's one of those like, it's like the job that you stay with because you like your one coworker. Like everybody else can go fuck off, but you're like, hey, listen, Steve, you're the only reason why I come here.
Because of you, Steve.
Because you, Steve. And Steve, I swear to God, Steve,
you better not take off.
You better not. And then
we gotta line our PTO. Yeah.
And it's always like they're like, all right, well, Steve's about to put in his 2 weeks, and you're like, I'm quitting. Like I'm leaving. This place.
Countdown has begun. So I hadn't read the books. I hadn't played the video game. I was unfamiliar. All I knew about it was from like you, and I think Cesar is a big fan of the Witcher series. I wasn't. I don't know. It was kind of that fantasy genre that I just doesn't really speak to me, and it takes a lot of work for me to get into. Blythe, though?
Game of Thrones is so lucky to have you. Like you're like, yo, listen, there's only one sword and sorcery alive in my life, and you're like, it's Game
one
of
at
Thrones.
a time. Blythe though, love that series. She loved season 1, watched season 2, and I had like in and out watch season 2. I'd catch it when she had it on, and I think by the last 2 episodes of season 2, I was like, oh wow, this is kind of cool. Like I really got into it by the end of season 2. So to answer your question, I will probably watch season 3, and then I'm just gonna be here for the memes when Liam Hemsworth takes over.
Oh man,
the memes would be great. Even though the memes have been great with the announcement of Henry, I sent you that Thanos one of the when Henry Cavill was announced.
Like, what did you sacrifice? Like, was it worth it?
We lost everything. Witcher fans are in disarray right now.
They're like, that's when Reddit, bro. I mean, Reddit's so great because it's like the water cooler of just like what everybody's feeling, and the top when it was announced, like Henry Cavill leaves season 3 Witcher and will be replaced by Liam's Hemsworth. They posted a picture of Henry Cavill's like sweet, like basically like letter of recognition,
like basically
resignation. And the top comment was the fuck. It was the fuck dot, and I looked down. I had like 8,000 like upvotes. And I said, "Man, it's like collectively people are like, this is how I feel."
Yeah, the simple comments are the best ones.
Yeah, not like this whole just the fuck.
All right, last thing I'll ask on the topic of DC, Black Adam, Superman, etc. Right now, Black Adam is sitting at a 40%. What is it? Critic score, 90% audience score.
What's the audience score?
90%.
Yeah, okay.
So take that which you will. But I was curious, where does it sit? What score would you give Black Adam?
What am I like out of 10? Out of 100?
Out of 100.
What's a C plus?
I think a C plus would be
like an 80?
75 and above. 75 to 80.
All right, 77.
Same.
77.
I'd give it a 70.
Yeah, 77. 77. Like, yo, you're not getting my full 80 because you didn't wow me, but it was like a group project that was able, like, you kept my dad awake this entire time. So I'll give you
know
that
what?
one.
Yeah. Shout out to Mr. Torres. You're right. Nothing that'll blow your mind, make you, go home and think about your life, but entertaining. It gets a little stale, I think, in the middle, but saves itself. No, actually, to me, the ending and
the ending was really cool when you find out exactly
the twist was cool. I will give it that. The twist was cool, and that was like a direct rip from.
Well, there's 2 twists.
What is it?
The first twist is, I mean, we can talk about spoiler alert. I'm sorry if you haven't seen it.
It'll be in the show notes.
Yeah, it'll be in the show notes. The first twist was when you find out how Black Adam actually got his powers.
Yes.
Like, you're like, oh.
And that's kind of like a remix to his New 52 story arc, because Ed had brought it up in the episode we did.
So I'll give you that, because I'm only used to him being like this like super like dictator, like fuck boy.
There's that twist, and then what's the second?
And then the one when you find out like the villain, like he does all this on purpose just to basically become the devil.
Yeah, where it's like they realize, that
he did that shit on purpose.
That hint or whatever, that saying was meant to be reversed. He's supposed to die. Yeah. Okay, I'll give you that. My only issue is that the ending was so like bland. It was like, a hyper CGC villain of the week. Like, I just
someone's gonna die.
Yeah, I just could care less.
He's like,
about,
please no, we can do this. We can find another way. And it touches his face, and then he's just like, goodbye, old friend.
Yeah.
And then he just dies, and you're like, all right, cool.
So I think a 77, a C plus is fair. And that's what I'll say about it. I won't change the channel if it's on TV. Okay. That's how we'll leave it at. All right, I feel properly warmed up. I want to go ahead and cheers to you, brother.
Cheers to you.
To a good pod today.
Yeah, good pod today.
To the patrons, right? To the patrons.
To the Podgians.
Oh, almost got caught. All right, here we go. You, Short Box patrons, welcome to another special bonus episode dedicated to this month's Previews catalog.
Damn.
That's right. It's the start of
It doesn't stop. You're not going to get a break. Previews every month.
That's right. It's the start of another month. So you know what that means by now. We got another massive Previews catalog to flip through today. The reception to these episodes. Drew, people have been liking these episodes, right?
Yeah? Okay.
They appreciate getting more content with you on it.
Yes.
Our patrons have spoken.
Thank you so much, guys.
We're going to keep the train
for bringing
going
me back. Thank you.
If you're watching the video version of this episode, you can already see my right-hand man here in the studio with me. But just in case...
Literal figuratively.
Well, actually, you'd be you're left on my left.
Sorry,
right,
my bad. Never mind.
Studio right.
But
camera
they're
right,
watching
camera
me.
right,
Like,
camera
listen,
right.
camera right on your side, so you'll be able to see me. I'm so glad we touched that up.
Chop it up. But just in case, in some weird way, I feel charitable later on, and I decide to release this episode to the rest of the world. I just love introducing you, all right? Because we don't get to get you on the show enough. You know, like
And
you're
I'm
a busy
always
man.
surprised too by what button power you have. You get the Thanos glove over there, buttons.
Right. You love your introductions as well. Allow me to introduce my co-host today, audio listeners, if that ends up being the case. Like I said, you don't get to hear from him much on the weekly episodes because he's a busy man. And his PO does not let him out too often. His PO gives him very strict rules. But an exception was made today. Shortbox Nation, I got Mr. Andrew Torres here with me. They love you, Drew. They love you, brother. What's up? Man of mystery. My man's got the Ray-Bans on today.
Yo.
Cut that off right there. All right, Drew, how you feeling today?
I feel pretty good. I'm really excited to be here. I read some comic books before I got here. I looked at the previews. So I'm feeling
you did the
really
homework.
Nice. Yeah.
You did the homework. Cool.
I only had one job to do. You're like, look at these previews, pick 3 things. I said, bet, I got it.
Actually, you went above and beyond on the
Yo,
homework.
I wanted to pick the most disgusting, disturbing things ever that you would only have to show on like the Patreons, you know?
Yeah, it could only go up.
Yeah, only go on the Patreons.
All right, well, that's good. That means that hopefully you're watching the video version. Hopefully you're a Patreon subscriber because you're getting this the next day. As soon as this drops, as soon as I'm done editing this, you're getting this. But like I said, if I decide to share it with the rest of the world, what took you so long? This is probably like a week or 2 old episode, and here you are, right? Join our Patreon. What are you doing? All right, Shortbox Nation, as some of you know by now, these episodes have been exercises in willpower, all right, and smart financial decision-making, and this one is no different, all right? I'm holding up the previews again, all right? We flipped through 600 Drew, actually, if you don't mind holding that up, all right? Show that off. We flipped through 600-plus pages of this month's previews catalog and looked at, safe to say, thousands. It's probably more closer to like the hundreds of thousands, but thousands of upcoming comics, manga, graphic novels, toys, apparel, statues, and the list goes on.
And stuff we can't mention.
Yeah, and other stuff we can't mention.
We can mention it. But.
And we put together a wish list of some really cool stuff that piqued our interest as fans. You know, we're fans of all this stuff, and we love just kind of looking through the previews and you know, checking out all the cool stuff hitting up shops. Now, of course, we have to ask ourselves, do we really need any of this stuff? And the answer is probably
yes.
We need it.
Listen, you're not a real fan unless you have this shit. You know what I'm saying?
All of it. All of it. 615
That's
pages.
what I'm saying. You're not like a true previews fan unless you have it all.
You're right. But regardless of that answer, you know, we probably don't need it. But fuck it, all right? It's nice to have dreams, and there's no better window shopping as a comic fan than flipping through the previews. I don't even know what sound was I going to hit. What sound was I going to hit? I was going to hit this one.
Kill awesome.
Obviously, our Shortbox approved wish list is just a fraction of the stuff scheduled to ship to comic shops and stores in the coming months. And we won't be talking about the Marvel DC previews, which, you know,
I was so excited to see.
Yeah. Drew's looking through the DC one. But we won't be talking about those 2 specific previews.
We're not here to talk about comic books.
Well, I mean, I've got some comic picks. The only reason we're not talking about the Marvel DC previews is because we spend so much time already highlighting, you know, upcoming comics that are coming out from these 2 big companies on the weekly episodes. So if you want the full list of stuff coming out, go grab the previews from your local comic shop or from the previews website. You can pay to get the digital version. So if you don't want to have this giant book in your house, go do that. But our hopes are that we save you some time and temptation. All right, we're trying to save you the temptation of burning through your life savings by going through the previews for you. All right, you know, we've got the willpower. You know, we've got the Green Lantern rings.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a selfless act, and we're trying to look out for you. All right, we did all of the homework for you. We flipped through the previews and picked out the cool stuff for you because we love you guys.
We do it for you, you fucking assholes!
Oh my god!
Of course,
hell yeah!
Of course,
hell yeah!
I don't think of any of you guys as assholes. It's just that soundbite is way too good. That's one of the best YouTube videos. One of my personal favorite.
It's
YouTube videos.
definitely one of my favorites. The ones that me and you go back and forth and just quote. It's so good.
It's the Poke Awesome, right? It's an awesome Pokemon.
Awesome Pokemon.
There we go. Awesome Pokemon. For those of you unfamiliar with that, right? All right. With intros out of the way, let's go ahead and dive into this episode. Drew, you know the homework.
That Trey Songz. I'm about to dive in.
Yeah, I mean, I've I've got a soundbite that I can drop, but
For
I'm
Trey
not gonna
songs?
drop. I wish I had a Trey song.
All right.
All right.
What's your question?
Drew, let's before we share our wish list, we've done we tend to look at the we did it last episode. We looked at the cover story because I think it's a good little warm up before we talk about our individual.
You're not
likes.
gonna like what I have to say, so I'm just gonna give you forewarning.
All right, so I've got, like I said, this is a visual episode, so I highly recommend you check out the YouTube video or the video version of this podcast because I've got the previews pulled up in digital form, and as you can tell, the cover story is the announcement of Disney Darkwing Duck.
Another Disney series.
Why you got to say it like that?
I'm not saying no way.
I don't know. That sounded like a lot of spice.
They just might as well call this a Saturday cartoon drop.
I do find it maybe not coincidental, but it's like last month was Gargoyles.
This month is
Darkwing Duck.
What's next week? What's next month? Let's just give it a shot in the dark. It's a Disney Tailspin.
You know what? I was actually, one of my questions for you is if you could pick one Disney cartoon from your childhood to get a dedicated comic series.
Mighty Ducks.
What? Mighty Ducks? I have Mighty Ducks as well. Who would be the creative team?
The creative team? Myself. I would draw everything too.
You would draw and write everything.
Draw and write everything.
Daniel Warren Johnson over
here. Basically. Okay. Oh God, right. Daniel Warren Johnson would actually be great for this.
Actually?
Yes, he would.
Damn it, I just gave you a good answer.
Yeah, there you go. Daniel Warren Johnson.
You got me jumping.
Final answer.
All right, fair enough.
What about you?
Mine, I had, as you can tell in my notes, I had Mighty Ducks.
I wish you would have said Gummy Bears.
I'm not a real man. I don't got I'm not confident enough in my masculinity to say Gummy Bears. I will say Hercules. Remember the Hercules animated series?
Definitely remember that.
You know who my creative team would be?
Who would it be?
Jason Aaron and Nick Bradshaw.
I would not be mad at that. That would be fire.
That'd be super fire.
That would be good because it was like, yo, I want you to make it because Jason Aaron would be make it like Conan the Barbarian.
Exactly. Jason Aaron has already written Conan. He's already written Thor. So it's like, oh, you want me to write Hercules? Okay, actually, I do that in my sleep. And Nick Bradshaw can just do no wrong.
Yeah, very true.
All right, but let's get back to this cover story. Like I said, they announced a new Darkwing Duck series.
I'm just glad they didn't announce like 35 covers.
Actually, I was kind of disappointed in the variant covers. Let's take a look at who we got. So they got this.
God's still a lot though. I'm just looking at
it is a lot. So they got an incentive cover by George Cambadias.
All right, cool.
I think that's how you say it. You got another cover by. Let me see if I can zoom in.
We got a Darkwing Duck purple now.
That's right, because last month it was a gargoyle purple one. Like I said, I'm not. I think the coolest variant cover would be this Lyrex Lee cover.
Okay.
You know what? Honestly, I'll be straight up. The only reason I brought it up is because
it's it's like the cover story. It's like, the gem of the month. They're talking about, oh, it's gonna be great. It's like
there's no other reason I would know about this comic series if not for previews.
Okay.
And I think that's the best part about previews sometimes is that obviously of the thousands of things listed, you're going to get put on.
They tried to bring back Darkwing Duck already.
Really?
Yeah, there was already a Darkwing Duck series that came out, and like it is not expensive, but to get the individual issues because it's a Kaboom.
Mm-hmm.
It's either Kaboom or is this Dynamite that's doing it?
You mean Boom?
Boom, yeah. Sorry, not Kaboom.
Kaboom.
Boom. Kaboom.
Kaboom.
Yeah.
It's coming out through Kaboom.
Kaboom.
Kaplow.
Kaplow. So it was during that, like when they were bringing back a lot of these Disney comics, and Darkwing Duck was one of them. Because I remember the covers, and I was like, oh, these are sick. And then like a year later, I was like, man, I kind of want to read this series. And I went on eBay, and of course, like all these books are like $10 a piece.
Well, isn't this a good jumping on point for you then?
No,
it's a brand new series.
It's not even so brand new. All New Adventures should be called All New Adventures.
This is just called Darkwing Duck.
Okay. And the other one was called Darkwing Duck. It wasn't called The Legend of Darkwing Duck. It was Darkwing Duck. Yeah. Because I remember the cover for Darkwing Duck #1 was the Dark Knight Returns cover with him like behind it.
Oh, yeah, that one was hard.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, okay.
Let's go and pull that up.
Darkwing. Yeah, right in the Darkwing Duck Dark Knight cover. Dark Duck cover. Boom.
That is not it. It's the one right next to it.
Yeah, right
that is hard.
That's what I'm saying,
bro.
And that's that's the original cover. Click that. That's the cover that they had for the book. That's right.
Came
with
out
Boom.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. It came out a long time ago. So it's like, we got a whole new series. It's like, no, this is not a new series. This is a relaunch.
Okay. All right. I mean, relaunch, new series. Look, if you're a fan of Darkwing Duck, there's a book for you.
No, for sure. And like, I'm not like hating on it, but it's like, all right, they're trying to like catch lightning in the bottle. They're just trying to tap nostalgia right now.
Oh, I mean,
That's
100%.
insane.
That is Dynamite's MO. It's like Dynamite's like, give us all your beloved properties.
Give us the trash.
No
and
way.
Not trash.
I don't think they get trash. I think they get. It's definitely like, give us the
okay.
surefire.
Name 10 Dynamite series right now.
Bitch. Gargoyles. Darkwing Duck.
All right. Let's go. I'll wait.
Is Transformers on IDW? No, IDW has a TNT.
No, Transformers is on IDW, but I'm not asking about IDW.
I know. All right, Dynamite. Yo, you would put me on the spot.
Well, the thing because they get all the they have Project Superhero S,
okay,
Masquerade,
Jesus Christ.
Spider X, Black Mask, not
Go
Green
off.
Hornet. Is that no? That's okay. So that's
Green
Dynamite.
Green Hornet.
Is this Dynamite?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
That's the thing. Oh, okay, so this is Dynamite. So Dynamite, they don't get trash. I'm like, I want to like, all right. They don't. I still had to be dramatic about it. Here's the thing. They get the stuff that nobody really wants anymore. It's like they get the trash. They're like, hey, listen, we'll write this and we'll make it cool again.
All right, I know what you're saying in the sense of like they take like it's a nostalgia thing, right? Like Gargoyles. Even though I feel like the Gargoyles one was cool news because it's a beloved property. The guy that and they're getting the original creator doing that.
That's what's so dope about it because it's like, okay, cool, this is gonna have some weight. Over here, they're like, all right, we got a new writer and artist, and I'm not gonna knock anything
but
from
it's all
them.
original. I think the fact that it's all original stories and
okay,
it's not.
You better be doing some really cool shit to basically kind of like get me because right off rip, that's gonna be a $4 book.
This artwork is cool as hell,
and the artwork does look dope as hell.
Carlo Laro,
and that's what I want to ask you about it. The fact that they keep releasing all these issues, my question was like, what's wrong with them doing like an original graphic novel and making it like?
I wouldn't mind. I would be more likely to check out an original graphic novel than say like because let's be real. How long is this ongoing series really gonna last?
Not gonna last. It's probably like it probably lasts 2 volumes if that.
But the artwork looks so good.
It does look good.
It looks super good.
I'm not gonna not knock it. Like it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. And then right behind is Gargoyles. Gargoyles number 2. All right, cool.
It looks cool though. All right. That was like I said. That was just a little warm up. Like before we dive into the previews.
Yeah, before I start shitting on everything.
Look, we are making this a long, ongoing series of episodes, and we're finding our groove. I think the cover stories are a good way to get started.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So it sounds like the consensus is you could care less about Darkwing Duck. I think my attachment is that Blythe one year dressed as Darkwing Duck for Halloween.
Yeah,
and it was a badass costume, and it made me think like, damn. I think as a kid, I might have, like, Darkwing Duck doesn't come to it's not the first thing I think of when I think of, like, Disney animated cartoons that I was really heavily into.
Yeah, was it Mighty Ducks?
It was like Mighty Ducks, Hercules, stuff like that. Last thing I'll say about this this cover story, Gem of the Month for the record.
Yeah.
All right, Gem of the Month.
Gem of the Month because it's going to cost you that much money.
It's a $3.99 book.
Yo, but listen, if you want to be a real fan, you got to get all those covers. How many covers are there right there?
You don't got to get all. There's 3.
Bro,
4,
listen, you want to call yourself a comic book collector? Oh my god.
F.
RIBW.
Oh shit! Oh wow, there is. Wow.
Those are all covers.
Okay, all right.
That's what I'm saying, man.
You got it. Last thing I'll say about Darkwing Duck, and we can move on. Clearly,
imagine being the person just like, yo, what cover you want? Do you want all covers? Yeah, I'll take all covers. And
let me get that RI version cover right there.
For real. And like, yo, this is Darkwing Duck number 1. Basically, is a short box.
You're right. You could fill a short box with all these variant covers.
Yes, you can.
But you can fill a short box with
the gargoyle variants.
Very much true. All right. Last thing I'll say about this, we can move on. This topic is sinking quicker than I thought. The solicitation has so many duck puns. I found it really funny to read.
Okay.
Can I read it?
Go ahead.
Are you going to shit on it?
No.
All right. Like it says, alongside his trusty sidekick, I almost said side quack, sidekick Loshpad McQuack 1. Darkwing hypervigilantly defends Saint Canard. I think Canard might be a pun too. From the dastardly, devilish demons who would wage wanton war. I think that's another pun. By night, our Cape Defender lurks in the shadows, striking fear and maybe confusion in the heart of the criminal underworld. But by day, no one suspects that Darkwing Duck is mild-mannered Drake Mallard. That's a good one.
Drake Mallard.
Come on, man.
I like it.
A well-meaning father to his adorable daughter, Gosselin, which I think is like
Goose
Gosselin type thing.
Gosling.
Can Darkwing Duck Can Darkwing successfully navigate his 2 separate lives, all while looking incredibly cool and impossibly handsome? Hint, probably not, but you'll have to find out and read. I thought that was a fun solicitation.
Okay, that's fun.
That
You
cute.
know what
That was
I
cute.
wanted? Darkwing Duck finally investigates the murder of his beloved wife and mother of child Gosling.
You wanted Alan Moore to write Darkwing Duck?
Dude, can you imagine if Alan Moore wrote Darkwing Duck?
You'd read it like this.
I was like, holy shit, what is it? It's Black Sad meets Watchmen. Damn. Alan Moore and Dave Gibbons are Darkwing Duck.
Do you know who would actually who would be a great creative team for
Darkwing Duck?
for Mighty Duck?
Oh, Mighty Ducks? Go ahead.
I guess or any anthropomorphic Disney animated show?
Okay.
The team from Black Sad.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Like,
Easy,
yo, the Gibbons
easy.
draw everything, but it's just like, yo, why are you putting so
Oh,
much sex
man.
scenes in this? You're like
That was funny. A rated R Darkwing Duck series would be crazy.
that's what I'm saying. Yo,
That'd
it's
be
called
crazy.
Dark. I want Darkwing Duck.
You know, you're definitely getting one of these.
Kill awesome.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on.
In an interesting turn of events, like Darkwing Ducks is porting itself to Black Label. You're like, oh shit.
Okay, let's move on to your wish list. You've given me your page numbers,
Yeah.
even though I've got to find them.
But
know,
you gave me like a really like not strict.
Oh, I said ideally I would like you to pick one comic, one comic, one toy. All right, so your first one. Well, let's just get on with your wish list. All right, I'm just going to go down the list that you gave me. You gave me your page numbers. I don't mean to be stuck on this page right here.
Yes, you do.
What is that? Purgatory. Purgatory Must Die, the comic series. Look at the solicitation. The gods have put a price on Purgatory's head. The team. All right, that's pretty sexy looking. All right, anyways, you gave me your page numbers, so I'm going to have to go through the page numbers this way. All right, so your first one
Okay.
is...
Dude, and it's so crazy that like yo, free
Well,
comic
what is it?
I'm just saying it's crazy that they're already soliciting free comic book day
Yeah, so a whole page dedicated to free comic book day merch.
in May.
Can I? Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. It's already in May, and they're basically soliciting now. Like, hey, this is all the free
yeah, and
comic
they're
book day
telling you
stuff.
order your commemorative artist T-shirt and poster.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so can I? Is it safe to assume that the item on here that would be put on your wish list is this royal blue knit beanie?
Yes.
It's a pretty nice beanie.
Yeah, but it's
That's
in
good
May.
color.
So now that I think about it, I'm gonna have to go and switch to the hat.
Okay.
The hat to me is like that's nice. I mean, it's
You're
a dad hat. You know how much I like dad hats.
I mean, you got one on right now.
Yeah. So
that's the
and
button.
it's not red and racist. It's just nice and blue.
I think the beanie is a good look. All right. I don't think we've put apparel.
Let me look more like a pothead. Cool. Anytime I put like, yo, with my curly hair now and I put a beanie on, I immediately go, oh, no way, bro. There you are. It's like, okay, cool. Beanies and like, yo, people are like, I love your hair so much. I'm like, cool. I can't wear beanies
man.
anymore because I look like a raging pothead.
Well, now you'll look like the nerdiest fucking pothead out there.
For real.
All right. That's a nice beanie. Okay. I want to say this might be the first time either one of us has had clothing or apparel on a list.
Yeah. Usually I'm showing pictures of girls with no clothing.
Well said. All right. So that's first up on your wish list. Let's
Yo,
look
I
at-
tried to read some of these previews to kind of like pick something that I thought was going to be dope. This comic book that you're scrolling through had the potential to interest me because of the way that they sell it.
Black Cloak #1 by
Yeah.
Kelly Thompson,
Yeah.
Meredith McLaren. All right, but what didn't it sell you on it?
Look, the not this first page, but these next two pages, I can't tell you what's going on, and I don't know if they're giving you like a full 3 pages, or they're just giving you like the interior of the artwork with like
That's
no
probably-
rhyme or reason of just like any type of context.
Oh, you mean these might be like out of order type?
Yes,
thing. Okay,
100%
I got you.
because it does not make sense.
All right, so your next one is on. I should have gotten these page numbers ahead of time. My apologies. Your next one is on page 42. So, which is one that was also on my list, so we can joint.
And it's not because of Todd McFarlane; it's because of one
Mike
person.
Del Mundo,
That's
bro?
it. I wish there was like a rap
You know what?
snippet. Mike
Hold on,
Del
hold on.
Mundo.
Before we get too excited, let's go ahead and name the P. Just in case if someone's not taking my advice and watching this on YouTube, the second item on Drew's wish list is Spawn Unwanted, Violence #1 and 2. It's a new comic series by Todd McFarlane. Mike Del Mundo coming out through, of course, Image Comics. Dude, as soon as I seen Mike Del Mundo's name, and not just cover, because you know sometimes like Mike Del Mundo's at that point now where he's just doing kind of variants. When I seen that he was also doing interior, and they showed the preview images for the interior artwork, like right here, I was sold.
No, yeah, 100%.
It's only 2 issues too.
Yeah. easily affordable.
I don't.
Well, how many covers are there? Like 2?
Let's take a look.
I'm not gonna say it's probably like 10.
It has got
2 covers.
Oh wow, yeah, you're right.
A cover A and a cover B.
Yeah. Yep.
Wait,
One's a virgin cover. One's a regular. Okay. No, I'm
I
in
would
for
read.
this.
I would read that. I'm like, yo, it's 2 issues. It's probably gonna be like something with like.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Del Mondo's like, yo, like, and where do you go with him? Because like to me, he has so much range.
Bro, I think Spawn is a good fit for him. I mean, just look at these interior. Like he's playing around with like composition. You know, like I love a good. You know, anytime you get a chance to like really kind of play around with the comic book medium. You know, like even like simple things like flipping
in real life, and with the iPad, it's fucking frustrating because as soon as you turn your iPad, like,
yeah, if you don't got auto lock on, it's just
you're
fucking
like, stop
spinning
moving
and shit. Oh man, yeah. This page right here of this interior artwork sold me.
Is that Dean White who's doing the colors?
I think Mike. I want to say Mike Del
Del Mondo does his own colors
own.
because this looks like Matteo Scalera in a way where it's like just, but not Matteo Scalera by himself. It's Matteo Scalera and Dean White.
He's got such a signature style. Like you see his artwork, you're like, it. And I cannot. And I wonder if it's because of all the hip hop covers he's done, but he's got such a hip hop aesthetic to his style. Like it's just a very cool looking, sleek, like just style that like stands out.
I'm really excited to like after years of talking about him to still be talking about him and to able to still flip through his work.
And his use of like this page right here, how he plays around with the automatopoeias, like the sound effects actually being a part of the story and not being so plain about it. I feel like that's a big part of his signature style.
Yeah, him and Daniel Warren Johnson as well. Like I love when he uses all of his like not thought bubbles, but when he uses the onomatopoeia on the page.
I'm telling you, and the fact it's only a 2-issue miniseries, like there's no disappointment, right? Like if you would have seen this and if this was supposed to be an ongoing, there is no shadow of a doubt that he probably would have done the first 2 issues anyways, and then would have bounced,
after the 3rd issue, and then came back the last 2 issues.
I do want to read the solicitations in case we've piqued anyone's interest, like as excited as we are. It reads, Spawn Unwanted Violence. Information can be one of the most valuable resources in the world. It can also be one of the most difficult to obtain. Luckily for Spawn, he has the Freak. The Freak is a master of getting what he needs out of a subject, but as the Freak works at extracting the whereabouts of File F, Al witnesses an act of senseless violence, one that he can't ignore. Yeah, sign me up. It sounds like Spawn's about to whoop some ass and dish out some vengeance.
Hell yeah.
All right, that's a good. All right, good little lineup. So you're fresh as fuck with the beanie, with the stoner free comic day beanie. You got the Spawn, comic in the bag. All right, this next one is on page 280, and this is going to be one hell of a scroll. So if you're watching on video, bear with me.
Was there anything that piqued your interest as we're going, so we can stop and just discuss yours, or we're just going to do mine? Because your pages are already like previewed, right?
Yeah. Because the digital version page number is a little bit off from the print
actual
one.
Yeah.
So that's why. All right, so we're pretty close. So it's about 7 pages off, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so
this is one
yours
of the
is on
ones.
page 280.
This is one of the pervy ones.
Drum roll, please.
I'm telling you right now. From now on, here on out, it's going to be nothing but perverted.
Right.
Just like
number 3.
I want to just make Badr uncomfortable.
Yeah,
listen, I don't approve of it. Like it's not that I don't.
Where is it at?
Wait. It's actually sorry. This is not appropriate. This is actually one of the things where like I was scrolling by and the name caught me. I don't want to make fun of it.
Which one is it?
Brody.
Oh, Brody Can't Be Broken trade paperback. It's coming out through. What is this?
I don't know. It's just straight independent.
The company Band of Bards. I will admit the artwork. Let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit closer. The artwork does look really cool.
It does look really interesting and entertaining, but I was just doing this more or less like I don't want to make fun of it because like this person was like, person wrote this and came up with it and has done more than I have in the comic book world industry.
It is a one single creator owned comic, it looks like.
But I just think the way that they describe it to me is just so like at first I wanted to talk shit, but I was like, okay, it's not so bad.
Let me read this.
But it just to me it's such a funny name for a suit. Yeah, bro.
D.
Yeah, I guess it's supposed to be Brody, but I'm like, yo, nobody wants to be a bro. You don't want to be a bro. And this guy is Bro D.
I want to read this solicitation. In the year 2095, humanity is on the right track to recover from catastrophic climate change and to begin a new era of advancement. People from every background intermingle in clean mega cities across the globe, and a commitment to tolerance marks their developing international society. But a group of beings called Daywos? Daywos, I think? Daywos. My number one woes. My day one woes.
Daywos.
All right, beings called Daywos, who claim to be Earth's ancient gods, are harassing the human cities, hoping to terrorize humanity back into submission. The only person who can stand in their way is Bro D, a genetically modified teen who has altered and trained to save lives in the face of mass crisis. Practically invulnerable, Bro D will engage the Daywos champion, Breghammer, in a running battle of fists, weapon, and will. But on the day where his abilities matter most, Brody will finally discover the truth behind his powers and the one thing that can bring him down for good. Yo, sign me up. That sounds cool as fuck.
It does sound cool. That's why I was like, at first I looked at it, I saw the title, and I was like, man, like I really want to make fun of this. But then I went to go read it. So,
that sounds
and it's
tight.
one of the few that I've actually read the verbiage and was like, okay, like I'm not mad at it.
All right, so
All right,
68
from
pages.
now on is going to be perfect.
That was it. After Brody.
And listen, I want you to read the next one with a little bit more
Spice.
Yeah, better
All right.
spicy.
Real quick.
I need you to basically sell it like it's the
God.
first original idea
I
ever.
don't want to.
Like
I
you
don't
were
wanna.
like selling me the new iPhone like 35.
All right. Well, can I say one more thing about
Yeah,
this
go ahead.
Brody book? I love that it is single story, 68 pages, $15, one creator, one writer, same writer, artist, cover artist. And from, I haven't heard of this company, Band of Bards. It looks like everything on this page is from that company.
Yeah.
So that's a good pick.
Thank
Very
you.
good pick. All right. Let's go on to your more
Yeah.
pervy fucking
I
aesthetics.
can't wait for you to see this picture.
All right.
And you know what? We should zoom in too.
All right, this next one of yours is on page 318.
Yeah,
I'm
yo.
gonna take my time scrolling to it.
Now here's the thing: you're gonna
Oh,
take
here
your
we
time,
go.
but you're gonna see a lot of boobies on the way there
Oh boy,
because it's one of
All right,
those
here we
like
go.
like you're
All right,
like
here we go. Next page is it. Let me try to guess before you ruin
okay.
Is it? This is page 318.
Yep.
Is it? Oh my gosh, right there in my fucking face. Is it this Kinky Taboo Girls hardcover book?
Yeah. I saw that and I said, "Holy shit!" But look how this look at the solicitation is. The solicitation to me is like the best part. Obviously, that picture shows you what it is.
All right. Kinky Taboo Girls is the unbridled erotic fantasy of Chas Ray Critter. All right, hell of a name. This photo book is self-confident, liberating, and abysmally deep at the same time. The pure seduction of flesh, artistically rendered. A spell of obscene photography that no collection should be without. Exceptionally good, features nude photography. This might have made blah, 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 blah. So we're talking about a 254-page photo book, $60, which is kind of in line for like most
Photo books,
most coffee table books. Is this the book that you were like, yo, I'd buy this for Walt?
100%.
Because Walt loves him a good nudie, fancy, tasteful coffee book.
Yeah, I would get that
Okay,
one. The
all
Kinky
right.
Taboo Girls hardcover.
You really can't. Your wish list is diversified, is what I'll
Yeah,
say.
well, Christmas
You
is
got-
coming up, so now I got to basically think about everybody else but myself. But dude, I was just like, like flipping, and honestly, in my goal, I was like, let me find the most perfect thing. And I'm like, I can't wait to do it. And I saw that, and I was like, holy shit! But I was like, not only to pick it, I was like, I have to read it just to see what it says.
I won't lie to you. The fact that I won't lie, it sounds tasteful. So I will give you. I'm not even perved out. I will actually give you one of these.
Cool, awesome.
All right, Teenage Badr would definitely say that. Actually, you know what? Teenage Badr finding that would exactly say that. He would definitely be on some
Cool, awesome.
nudes. Awesome.
Neat.
All right, that's a good one. All right, let's see what else is. Let's see what else is on your list. So on page. Oh, all right. This is where it gets a little.
Hell
freaky.
yeah!
All right, if I had to guess, if I knew my boy of almost 10 years, what item, what graphic, not all of these are graphic novels, what graphic novel on this page of obscenely big-breasted anime women appealed to my boy? I would say, what would Drew put on his wish list? Is it this, The Witches of Adamas? You sick
Bro,
fucking
you are
pervert?
2 for 2, bro. 2 for 2. That's what it is. I'm just
I
gonna
don't
put
know.
pages. Read that one.
All right.
But read it.
All right. Well, before I read it, so it is The Witches of Adamas Volume 5 graphic novel. So it's been going on
5, yeah.
for a while.
Wait until you get to the story.
Outside of the very obvious headers on this book, Was it just like, hey, that looks fucking crazy as shit? I'm
I
gonna
was
throw
just,
Badr off.
I was flipping, and I was telling you right now, I was reading.
Shit,
I
yeah,
was
all right.
definitely
I'm
reading
already
what they
reading
said.
it. All right,
Yeah,
all
go
right.
ahead.
I'll read. All right.
Yeah.
So the solicitation for our
The witches. Of
this is a
Atlas.
not safe for work type episode. All right, all right.
Not at all. This is a
Solicitation.
Patreon pay only.
The solicitation reads, Sato Yukinari has a very strange condition.
Yep.
He ejaculates diamonds. Although these special diamonds are worth a fortune. Oh, give me that superpower. That's the superpower I want.
Yeah, you just,
All
every
right.
time you jerk off, you're rich.
Yeah, although these special diamonds are worth a fortune and he could orgasm his way to great riches, they come with a price. Of course they do. They always do. Each diamond costs him a year of his life?
A year.
Holy shit. All right. And beyond that, his condition has attracted a horde of beautiful, seductress witches who want his precious stones. That's a little double entendre.
Yep.
Regardless of what it costs him, watch Yukinari try to overcome sexy but deadly temptation in this outrageous, raunchy comedy. 180 pages, black and white, $15. I won't lie to you. Of course, it's a book I'd buy one of them like privacy covers for. But on some real shit, just from that solicitation read,
Cool, awesome.
that sounds pretty cool.
This guy
That's a
nuts
very interesting.
diamond. That's what I said. I read it. I was like,
That's an
this guy
interesting
nuts
concept.
diamonds, and then witches are after his stones. I said, okay.
Back then, they didn't want me. Now that I ejaculate diamonds, they all on me.
So,
Dude, you were on a roll.
Okay, thank
I
you
feel
so
like
much.
mine are so fucking tame.
that's okay. Like I came here to disturb.
And you're definitely disturbing. Okay, all right. Your last two are in the toy section.
These are like
Right.
practical ones where I'm like, oh, this is actually pretty cool the way they did.
All right,
Oh,
let me
gentleman.
find. These ones are always a little tough because they change the numbering. So I'm gonna go with this second one first, and then we'll go back up top. All right, so yours is on page M34, and that is right over down here. Is it the same thing? No.
Yep.
Okay, M34. If I had to guess which one of these is your pick, I would say probably this Demon Slayer Zenitsu light up statue.
I wish. I
Ooh.
wish.
Genesis TMT
Yep.
crew art vinyl.
It's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles vinyl figures.
All right. That looks pretty cool.
There's two of them. There's a
$100?
Leonardo and a Michelangelo. Yo, I didn't say I was going to buy these. You just said what was on my
it's a
wish list.
list. I got you. I won't lie. I fuck with this Leonardo one.
I was going to say, I like anything that's just like, okay, well.
Have you ever heard of this company?
No.
Quantum Mechanics?
No, I have not. But like, I like vinyl figures to me are just so amazing. I don't have the house for it, but
Oh, I love the design on this Leonardo with like the kind of like the what is those?
like tattoos all over
blossoms,
his legs.
cherry
Yeah.
blossoms looking, the waves. That's sick.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I kind of don't even want to show off my list. You've got big titty manga
Yep.
chicks. You got a
A
stoner-
photo book. I got everything for everything.
True. You
A
know
very
what?
tasteful photo book.
Your room with this stuff
I got some.
would be like, that is so a hipster. It's like cool hipster.
Definitely.
Like, this dude is a nerd, but he hides it behind very tasteful nudes. All right, let's go back.
Nudes.
Let's look at the last one on your wish list.
You're gonna have to go up a little bit because it's one of those like preview pages where it's at the beginning.
Okay, it's on M7. We almost there. Oh, real quick before we go, let's take a
That's
pit
to
stop.
come at you, bro.
Let's take
That's
a
to come
pit
at me,
stop
bro.
At this Namor figure from the Wakanda Forever movie.
Mm-hmm.
Does he look?
Dope. Yo, he looks like a king. Like, yo, he's like, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if it's because it looks really lifelike or if they took some creative liberties with the hair. But
Yeah.
it's an interesting figure.
Does that not look like Namor to you?
If I draw a triangle in the middle of his forehead above the hairline,
That's what it is. I think you're just missing his eyebrows
That's
and
what
his
it is.
forehead.
That's what it is. And this aesthetic is so unique, right? Like this Aztec, kind of like Mayan god aesthetic going on. It definitely like is like, oh shit, this is Namor. This is like the MCU Namor.
Yeah.
I love the wings on the feet. Man.
So do I. So
I'm
good.
not even mad about it. Okay, back to the pages. Yours on M7, and we're getting there in 3.
That
here
Joe
we go.
George figure looks really, really dope.
Okay, what is it on here?
Boom.
Whoa. What is it? This is a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I don't even know is that a car windshield? Like window
Yes.
cover?
Bro,
What
yes,
the fuck?
100%.
I
Like,
swear to God, Previews has everything.
that's what I'm saying. So, like, I was like,
This is a
you know, it gets hot in Jacksonville, and you see, like, the one that I see the most is the Han Solo one. It's the
Cool, awesome.
You deserve that.
You know what I'm saying? The Han Solo one where it's like it's them in the cockpit. Bro, how iconic is that scene?
Bro.
That is one of the things where I was like, oh.
And this is the OG Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. All of them in the
remember
fucking
when Tommy
sword.
got like you remember Tommy you remember remember when Tommy jumped in there and whipped all their asses outside? He kicked everybody out of the vehicle.
How do you whoop 1, 2, 3, 4 what how do you
5
whoop
kids.
5 teenage kids in a closet? He basically beat them up in a closet.
Yeah.
This is an iconic dude. I mean this sounds really redundant, but I love how rich the colors look.
Okay.
Like this rainbow effect going on.
Mm-hmm.
And you're right, this scene, this like stance of theirs with the fists out.
It just shows how old I am. That's just like, it shows that like, oh, okay.
And this is a previews exclusive. I feel like if I bought Blythe, because you know she was a part of like the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger like fan club.
Oh yeah.
Like she had the kit, the box, and the shirt.
You know, turn her car into an animal. like, yo, baby, which one's your favorite one? She's like, oh, I love the Yellow Ranger. I bet. And then you just come with yellow paint, draw some like draw the grill of the tiger.
Man, that is such a cool. Just thing. I mean, I'm trying to find like it's a car windshield.
Well, you thought I was going to bring some bullshit to the table,
dude. It's a car shade, is what it is.
Car shade. I thought that was so cool.
My only thing is, it is so cool. Your car would get broken into.
100%.
You are basically inviting people to, hey, come smash my windshield and take this awesome Mighty Morphin.
And that's what they do. They smash it and take that thing. I'd be so pissed.
Oh man, dude, your wish list is let me give you that. You deserve that, bro.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah, you killed it. You killed it. All right, I'm gonna go through mine rather quickly because I don't want to be embarrassed.
It's okay.
All right, I'm gonna start off with.
Do you want me to read some sexy
I'm telling you, I'm
terminology?
I'm gonna pre-order that anime, and if it's a manga, if it's an anime, that's gonna be a weird anime to watch. All right, the first comic book, because Spawn Unwanted Violence.
Holy
was the
shit!
top of
I didn't
mine.
even see this.
The first thing I'll spotlight outside of, because we already talked about Spawn Unwanted Violence, is Archie versus the World. And
a Mad Max.
And I'm not going to read the whole solicitation. The only thing you got to know is that the solicitation describes it as equal parts Mad Max Fury Road and Fist of the North Star.
Oh my god! Okay.
And it's a one shot. Yeah, it is a full color one shot, 32 pages, $4. This it comes out January 25th in 2023, of course.
That's just gonna be a fun one.
I'm here for it, dude.
That's a fun one.
I mean, I've already gone on and on about how much I love Archie, Afterlife with Archie. So this catches me at a very good time.
Yeah, and we know how much you love the new Mad Max movie that came out not too long ago.
Oh, Fury Road is like one of my favorite movies of all time. I need to watch the black and white version, but I'm not familiar with the creative team. So you got writing by Aubrey Sitterson and then art by Jed Daughtry.
I think I should know who those two are.
I think I should know Jed, but I'm here for this. Like, this is why I flip through previews, to have like these like just stop me in my tracks moment.
I would have never found out about this at the comic book shop.
This is one that you would probably find out about it the week of
or after, and then everybody's like,
after
"It's so fucking cool,"
and you
like,
call
what?
up Ben and you get that fucking terrible news. Yeah, man, I sold out of it. And you're like, God,
yeah, but we got fifth printings. You got fifth printings. It's been the second day. Yeah, they've been sold out a lot.
All right, next up on my wish list on page 508 digital version is, if you had to guess,
if I had to guess
out of everything on this page, all these awesome Iron Studios statues.
I didn't fucking know how much of a Zack Snyder fan you are. Like you're telling me about how like you were one of the dudes that was like release the Snyder cut. Like obviously, I remember you were like,
I challenge you to find that tweet.
Peacemaker.
Hell yeah! So it is the Peacemaker 1/10 scale.
He looks like RoboCop.
Bro, he's a big boy.
That's a beefy boy.
That's a beefy boy.
He's a big one.
Look, do I need any more statues, any more toys? No, but fuck it.
I demand more toys.
I want it, bro. Do you remember where that's from?
No, where is that from?
Dude, oh man, you don't remember the Cartoon Network commercial of the Legion of Doom? And it's Brainiac, it's Lex Luthor talking to the Legion of Doom, and he's like, we got to get, work together and stuff. What do we need to defeat the Justice League? And everyone's like, it's the famous Solomon Grundy where he's like, Solomon Grundy want pants too.
No.
Brainiac's like, I need pants. And Solomon Grundy's like, dude, I got to show it to you. It's a classic.
Okay, I
But
can't wait to
Toyman
watch
jumps in, he's like, I demand more toys. And that's the voice that's always in my head anytime I flip through
It sounds like Mickey.
It's like, I don't need toys, but here I am. This statue, and this is not going to be the first or last Iron Studio statue that's on my wish list. I was very statue heavy this month, but I just love how he looks like he's coming from the movie. That is literally how big John Cena is in person. That is how big this statue is.
Yeah.
$150 though. Don't know about the price.
Guys,
but
just have a nice weapon, people.
This is a statue that you'd probably see at some other comic shops we won't name because they're not a sponsor. But this is a statue you see in really nice kind of boutique style comic shops, and you're like, oh, I'm never gonna buy it, but I'm gonna walk around this shop like a fucking museum,
And I'm gonna keep looking at it.
I might bring like my out of town family to this comic shop.
But
All right,
yeah,
so
here it is.
So that is on my wish list. Next up, also another Iron Studios joint right here. I won't even let you guess. It is this beautiful Winter Soldier 1/10 scale statue right here, holding cap shield from the Winter Soldier.
It looks so dirty.
It does. Hold on, and I gotta show you the. I'm gonna show you because I noticed that on the previous website they don't have the they don't have more images. You actually got to go to like the Iron Studios website.
Oh,
all of these statues have impressed me so much. I've been looking to see if Iron Studios is hiring. Look at this, dude. I mean, come on.
It is pretty good.
It looks realistic as fuck. Oh shit, I fucked up the website. All right, we're going back.
So yeah, they got Sebastian Stan to really come over here and post.
So that is on my wish list, and I'm gonna hit you over the head with one more Iron Studios statue that I just cannot get over. It's actually on the next page, but Drew,
Jeez Louise.
the Age of Apocalypse statues.
What they have?
It's
Age of
not-
Apocalypse? Yo,
It's not just one statue. It is, count them, 7 statues. Apocalypse, Bishop, my boy Colossus with the bandana. You know how much I love that Colossus.
I know how much you love Pirate Colossus.
Yeah, dude. And all of these statues, I believe, I mean, they're 1/10 scale.
Bro.
So
I'm so sorry.
Whatever.
I know like Halloween was yesterday. Yo, did you see the Kiki Palmer Rogue
oh yeah,
cosplay?
killed it.
Dude,
Killed it.
100%. And
Yeah.
like, yo, she added the accent. I was like, yo, give me, I want Kiki Palmer Rogue yesterday.
Oh, no, that's I don't want to even. I want our patrons to enjoy
she looks
this.
so freaking good.
No, she
And then
killed
she did a video too.
it. I like that they photoshopped like her. Just show me the goddamn photos.
Yeah.
Right?
Why didn't you just go to images? Why did you
I
have
don't
to
know.
click
I
the
don't know.
link?
I'm trying to show
basically
some
find
love
it?
to comic book
Okay,
movie.com.
you just waiting for like that just one like somebody drew like a uncomfortable.
Man, I love the fact that they she did a whole photo shoot.
A whole photo shoot and she did a video.
She killed it. No, some of the there was a few really good. I will say like looking at there's a few accounts I follow that during like it's like Complex and MTV or IGN or whatever will post like a compilation of all the celebrity like Halloween costumes and photos.
Oh, the craziest one is the P Diddy one.
Oh, where he's the Joker.
The Joker, and he got he saw Tyler the Creator, and then later on he almost got an altercation with one of the dudes from Power.
Oh yeah. Because he was
like-
like almost too into Gary. Like yeah, chill the fuck out. But back to these statues, yo, I feel like with Age of Apocalypse to me is a cheat code.
Mm-hmm.
You, whether it be a comic series, an image, a
Cereal box,
a toy,
macaroni and
you
cheese,
use any of this imagery,
and you'll take it.
I'm here for it.
Okay.
Like I think any comic book fan or especially X-Men fan from the '90s are just suckers for Age of
That's me,
Apocalypse.
because that was one of the things that just was like, holy shit, this is crazy. This is the future, and
I
like
think it was,
everybody
like-
looked dope.
I think it was the first multiverse type story, apocalyptic story that no pun intended.
Yeah.
Apocalyptic story that I had ever read that like blew my mind. It was like, yo, who are these characters?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's on my list. This one is just gonna be rather like statue and toy heavy. You know how I do. All right, this next one is a toy that blew my mind.
Oh,
Not that one.
oh,
This one right here. When did the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and Street Fighter team up or do a crossover?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
These are coming out through a Hasbro toy group. It is one of them is a Chun-Li Blue Ranger mashup figure. The other one is a Red Ranger and Ryu figure. And check out the names: Chun-Li, Blazing Phoenix Ranger; Ryu, Crimson Hawk Ranger.
That's pretty cool.
Come on,
The only
dude.
thing I remember, like a couple of months ago, they did like Street Fighter Ninja Turtles figures.
What?
It wasn't like, here's the thing, they look disgusting. Do not pull it up.
I love that you had to stop me.
I was like,
No,
no.
I'm sorry, dude. I
They
got you.
look-
I need it. I need
Street
it.
Fighter Ninja Turtles, they look gross.
All right, let's just take it. Let me be the judge. Oh, okay, well,
They look sick
alright.
and zombified.
Okay. Yeah, they look, the TMNT figures look pretty weird. But
They both look weird. It's like, why do you make them look like that?
it looks like they were trying to go for more of like the very basic Street Fighter 2 game look.
There's no reason for you to do that.
Yeah, I'm not a
No
fan of
rhyme
this.
or reason.
But the difference with the ones I picked, these
They look like
Power Ranger
heroin
ones,
turtles.
it looked
Black tar turtles.
the ooze they got was just drugs,
Ooh.
hard drugs.
Yeah.
But the difference is these Mighty Morphin Power Ranger ones are a good mashup.
Yeah.
Like this,
And that's what you want to see. You want to see that. You're like,
Exactly.
all right, you want to see elements of Power Rangers, and you want to see Chun-Li, and you're like, all right, it's pretty dope.
I thought maybe I missed like a comic crossover event. You know, like how TMNT and Power Rangers have an ongoing comic series with Dan Mora still doing the artwork.
Yeah.
I thought maybe I missed something like that.
What is something that you would want to see a collaboration of?
I think it's. I'll be honest, man. This blew my mind so much. I'm kind of stuck on this, and I
Okay.
feel like what else could I possibly? What other collaboration could I possibly want? Let me think on that.
Okay,
but
yeah.
Do
we
you
can come
have
back
one
to
that
it.
comes to mind?
The one collaboration that has never happened that I'm like should happen is Marvel and Ninja Turtles. The
That
Ninja
was so
Turtles
simple,
have.
yeah. I'm
the
only
Ninja Tur-
speechless at this. So like, yeah, it's
yeah,
like,
you would think that would make sense. The fact that the Turtles were inspired by
Daredevil and Frank
and all of
Miller.
them. So like, why haven't they met or showed up? So it's like, no, they haven't. But DC's like, no, come on, bring Batman. We got you.
True.
And it was like, and it was very successful. They did the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Batman, and
it's got 2 series,
dude,
right?
And what's really great is like you meet people that are like new to the comic book industry, and that is the book that they read first.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like a lot of these crossover books, like people are like curious, like, what is this happening? You're like, yeah.
Because it is a familiar property, right? It's like TMNT. Chances are, if you are past the age of, I'll say 30. If you're past the age of 30, you know what the hell the TMNT are. You've probably, even younger than that, but you've probably, whether it be video games, cartoon,
T-shirts, clothing.
T-shirts, something, right? Like they get you in with a familiar property like TMNT. And I think that's why like IDW does so well with like Transformers, TMNT, you know, like it's a familiar property that is like literally ingrained in pop culture. It is a pillar in pop culture and it exceeds comic books. And that's how they get you.
100%.
All right. So my last, I think this is the last one on my wish list right here. Another statue. I know I'm kind of boring today.
No, it's okay.
Next month I'm coming correct like you. All right. I'm picking some pervy.
I'm
ass
drinking.
shit.
Yeah, I'm drinking pervy shit.
Bro. I'm looking at
Stop.
this Yu-Gi-Oh!
Don't do it.
Dark Magician figure.
Shit.
It is a $250 figure,
Yeah.
which is fucking insane.
100%.
I've never heard of this company, Mega House, but Drew.
Yu-Gi-Oh! You know
Dark
why Yu-Gi-Oh! is so
Magician.
great? Yu-Gi-Oh! Basically took Pokemon and Magic the Gathering and was like, all right, this is how we're going to make it cool.
Did you know, have you ever read any of the Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yes.
manga?
Oh, yeah. The one where he's basically like a puzzle. He's just people asking people. He's like worse than the Riddler. He's like, yeah, what if the Riddler had discovered like a puzzle that gave him godlike powers where he just makes his own games and then he's just like, all right, I'm going to ask you a question.
It is very like monkey's paw type story,
Yes.
right? Like, be careful what you wish for, twisting like wishes and words.
And he looks evil as fuck.
I learned that. So the manga was like primarily that, and he had one issue or one story. I forget if it's like the anime first or the manga, but like it was just supposed to be like a one-shot story. Like, you know how Yugi was like dishing out punishment through all these twisted games. Well, the card game was just one of the punishments, but it caught like wildfire. And I forget the company that was over the anime or the manga were like, yo, we need you to make up a full game out of this. So it was like, no, that's not the story. But now he's being forced to like, yo, come up with the rules, come up with like all the cards. How crazy is that? You know, like if you were paid $1 million
like a
right
sub,
now,
like a little sub thing, real quick. You're like, hey, this is gonna be like a thing for a character just to have, like it's thing, and they're like, whoa,
no, expand on this,
go back.
like expand on this, like to the 10th degree. You're like, fuck.
Now I gotta
But-
design all this shit.
You know, I will Dark Magician. Having Dark Magician in your deck when I was like playing it in high school.
You weren't allowed to have Dark Magician and the Blue Eyes White Dragon.
No, it's like
You
your
were
mom
like-
and dad bought you this, you rich fuck.
Yeah.
But this figure right here, it's just a nostalgia.
See,
thing.
I remember,
It's a
like, yo, I
good-looking
remember that,
figure.
like, his attack power is 2,500, and defense is 1,900.
Ooh, let's see how accurate you are. Does
2,500.
Drew still got it?
Well, I hope
Dark
so.
Magician card. stats? I'm just like that. Let's see. Let's see.
See it. What is he
All
doing?
right, does Drew got it? Ooh, attack defense 2,500.
But
2,100.
2,100. All right, I got it
well,
wrong.
you know, give or take 200. We'll give you that.
I'll take it.
Damn.
Bro, that card. That
on,
hollow
man.
card.
Fucking classic.
I remember the smell. Like, dude, I honestly remember the smell of opening and taking that plastic
I think I'm
off.
laughing because I know what you mean. Like, them box sets had a unique smell. Because I think they just sat... The stores that you got them from, you know.
Yeah. And this is one of those games where kids were playing for the top card. Like, yo, if you beat somebody, like, you get their card.
No.
My favorite, like, I saw this one kid succeed where if you put your hand over your deck like this, that means that you like succeed and give up.
Yeah.
Dude, I saw one kid do that. It was just like, oh, he can't do anything. When he put his hand, and he did it like it was hot. He was like, oh,
yeah,
and it was like this, and everybody's like, oh shit.
Damn.
So.
All right, I do have one bonus one, and this one was for you. I scrolled past it. I was like, I wonder if Drew's gonna notice this and put it on his wish list.
Yeah, if it doesn't have like provocative titties, I'm not looking at it.
Apparently so. All right, so this one is on page 541. It is actually right here. These Dragon Quest statues from Koto Bukiya are sick.
They do amazing stuff.
Who is this character?
I have no idea because that is part of the anime that's out.
Oh, Dragon
and
Quest:
I'm
The Adventures
so
of
behind.
Day.
Yeah, dude, I'm so behind on that.
All right, are you familiar with this character right down here, who looks like a fucking Saiyan?
Dude, none of them.
Like a Saiyan captain?
No, here's the thing. It's basically the Dragon Quest TV show is basically a Akira Toriyama I mean, it's Dragon Quest, so it's like it's all Akira Toriyama design, so all the characters look like Goku, Trunks, but they just kind of like slightly different it a little bit.
They're like, I don't want to redraw all this, so just
Let's just keep going.
throw a cape on them, different color armor. So those
and
are
make his hair purple.
Yeah. So I was scrolling past it. I was like, I don't know who this character is. Maybe Drew has played him in the video game because I know you've been playing.
I'm still on the second one right now. I'm trying to get my crew up to. I'm trying to get my dudes up to like 50. Right now they're all at like 47, 46, and 40.
Come on, light.
Yeah, I gotta get to 50 if I want to beat this dude.
All right. So that is the end of my wish list. That is everything on my wish list. Very heavy on the statues and toys. Not nearly as cool as Drew's. So today. You know what? Hold on. Where's the previews magazine? I put my hand on the previews. I go ahead and
Succeed.
Is it succeed? Is it succeed or
succeed or succeed?
Yeah, succeed or something like
succeed?
that. I give up. Regardless, I announce you are the winner of today's of this month's previews wish list competition.
I had to come correct with it.
I decided to do something a little different because this is normally where we'd wrap up the show, call it a night. Yes. But I decided to do something a little different because what I forgot to mention in the intro is that this episode is brought to you by Gotham City Limit, right? Jacksonville's premier comic shop for comics, toys, collectibles, and all that. And I say that because Ben gives us, these previews for free to do these episodes.
We wouldn't be able to do the show without Ben.
Now, granted, it's a $5 book, but that's $5 that, Ben, look out for your boy. So aside from that, just like that good grace and wanting to return that, Ben is also, we've talked about Ben and Gotham City Limit. Ben orders some of the coolest shit for the store. Mm-hmm. Like the dude's always got like the coolest collectibles and memorabilia. And sometimes I'm like, does he get like a different previews than we do? Or am I just not looking hard enough?
Yeah. Am I not reading like the ones that don't have pictures? Because I'm just looking at the one for pictures. I'm not reading the ones that are just
where
verbiage.
it's like, just the list of items. So I decided to, I reached out to Ben and I was like, Ben, we're doing this previews episode. I think you'd be great on it. Can you send just one voicemail telling us what's the coolest thing that piqued, the coolest thing or the thing that piqued your interest the most from this month's preview? And he was kind enough to oblige. Yeah. So let's go ahead and turn it over to Ben. I'm going to go ahead and pull up his item as I get this voicemail playing. Here we go.
What's up, Shortbox listeners? So you want to be the master of your universe? Well, it all starts with your thoughts. And this Masters of the Universe 1/10 scale statue can help you get there. It is He-Man raising his power sword above his head in the unmistakable transformation scene on a pedestal of the entrance of Castle Grayskull. Every time you walk by this bad boy, you'll scream out, "I have the power!" And that, my friends, is the secret to the universe. I'm Ben K on the behalf of Gotham City Limit. Remember, with great power comes great responsibility, and always take it to the limit.
Dang! Wow.
I killed that.
Holy shit. I want Ben to speak at my funeral.
Yeah.
Like, yo, Ben can speak at my funeral and just like, yo, he's dead, but he's here. Yeah.
He's dead.
Whoa.
But he took it to the limit.
Bro, but he was like, yo, he was able to give it. Yo, all right, I'm sold. Like, yo, that's dope. I don't even like He-Man and I want it.
I noticed this on, I forgot which one of yours had this little box, but the gift idea, a suggestion or logo here. Previews is good at selling you shit, all right? They have all of these different logos.
Ben's good at telling me shit.
Oh, no,
like,
Ben's the best, but I do like that Previews attempts to be like, point you in certain directions.
I like how he gave us all the background because I'm like, yo, yeah, he has his sword in the air. That's it.
Another Iron Studios
another
statue.
one.
So, all right, the difference between these two is you got the regular edition that doesn't have Castle Grayskull, and then you've got the edition, the deluxe edition with Castle Grayskull. There's $100 difference between the two.
Mm-hmm.
Is it enough to? I mean, would you want the Castle Grayskull for another $100? I kind of feel like that's pretty fucking expensive for a backdrop.
Yeah, I really don't.
I would just print that shit out. Piece of
I would
paper.
just be like, yo, is
Build a
there any?
diorama.
Yeah, not build a diorama. Like, I would put it in the dark part of my house.
Yeah, it's a nice figure, man.
It is dope. I like it.
Here, actually, I was able to find a once again, like I said, all these Iron Statues ones, you got to go to their website to see more photos. Here's a little close up for you, all right? Oh, here we go. Look, they even threw a
lightning bolt.
lightning graphic on that. And
well, you can pause it in two different ways. So that's probably why it's so expensive because it comes with a whole different mold. It comes with two molds.
What do you mean?
So the first one is him holding it, and then he has the Grayskull behind him. And then the second preview they show is him holding the sword, kind of examining it.
Yeah, this is a good look. I'm curious to find out more about Iron Studios. Maybe one day I'll own an Iron. I think this is Iron Studios statue that I completely fucked up and broke. Yeah, it's a sick figure.
Oh, the Spider-Man one?
Yeah.
You broke it?
Well, I'll show you the little beams on the pillar that he's on. It kind of snapped.
They kind of snapped.
You're like, we're not here to talk
I was
about.
just say, yeah, I love when people. Here's the thing. My favorite use of the words is like, kind of broke. What do you mean, kind of broke? Like, it's either broke or it's not. It's kind of broke. Like, what?
All right, look, we're not here to talk about my clumsiness or my butterfingers.
What could be things that are kind of?
Drew, you got it. You got it. All right, I fucked up. It is completely broke.
There we go.
It is not.
I'm sorry.
Right, you got it. You got it, man. Now I feel bad. Now you know what? I don't deserve any of these Iron Studio statues. You're right.
Come up and I'm like, why is he holding a toothbrush? Like, well, it kind of broke, so I was like, all right, I gotta put it somewhere. So I mean, if it holds my vibrating toothbrush, so good.
Well, I think that is an interesting way to, and you know what? I'm gonna go back to your big titty diamond ejaculation.
Oh my god!
While we're about to sign off, I think it was on page 324.
No,
no.
That's
the panty shot one. Yours is on page.
Listen, you can't give that to Walt because I'm giving it to Walt.
That is all you.
Okay.
That is all you.
Cheeky taboo girls.
Yo, my.
You don't know how to type anything right.
There
it is.
There we go.
I didn't read any of the other ones because the Adams. Well, where's it at?
Oh man.
No, keep going.
No. It should be 441. 441.
There it is. That's not it.
Yeah, I'm really committed to pulling this up.
Wait, go back up. I think you scrolled by it.
No, 441. It's coming up right. There it is.
There it is.
All right, let's go ahead and have the winner of today's wish list item competition pulled up.
Thank you so much.
As I sign off. Drew, this was a fun episode, man. I appreciate you.
Do you think it's one big diamond or little tiny diamonds?
The
guy that jerks off, yeah.
You know what? I'm kind of interested to kind of read it and tell you.
Yeah.
If it's on the Shonen
bro,
Jump
it's a big diamond. I'm like, how does it come out? Like, bro.
I sent you snapshot. You're like, brother, this is smut.
Holy shit.
Yeah, don't send this to my phone. All right, Drew, this was a fun episode.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate you. Thank you for bringing the heat.
Having me. Yes.
Do you want to say any parting words?
No, shout out to Ben. Like, I think you really, Ben, you killed it with the He-Man.
I kind of want it.
Hell yeah. I can't, like, if I go to the shop and I see it, I'm just going to smile.
Yeah, Ben, yeah, exactly. I know why you
I know this one.
All right, well, there you have it, Shortbox Nation. That's our episode for today. Thank you so much for being a Patreon subscriber. We appreciate your support, right? Your support, helps us not only keep the lights on, it helps us grow the show, but it also allows us to look at, graphic novels and mangas about ejaculating diamonds for fun. So thank you guys for allowing us the ability to do that.
Oh, also, like, if any of our Patreons have an idea for a good creative team for any of these Disney remake
Oh, that'd be cool.
TV shows, movies, cartoons.
We'll pose the question.
Yeah, please. Even if it's a movie and you're like, oh, like I can do a movie like The Rescuers Down Under. Like if they made that into like a new graphic, that'd be sick. So I don't know. I would be interested to hear everybody's thoughts and creativity and see exactly what they would want to do.
You know what? I'll even add to that, and I'll say, if you picked up the previews yourself or you spotted some cool merch that you think deserves a shout out, that might even give Drew's list a run for its money, let us know.
You'll try, but you'll fail.
Drew has scoured 600 plus pages for the pervious books out there.
One.
Regardless, write into the show at theshortboxjacks@gmail.com or send us a DM on Instagram and Twitter. Hit us up, man. Join in on the conversation. In the meantime, follow us on social media to stay up to date with what we got going on. And most importantly, take care of yourselves, all right? Have a great day, and please continue to make mine and yours Short Box. We'll talk to you soon. Peace.